Yo, what up guys, OPTCG here, back at it again with a deck profile video. So today we have none other than Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin, the black-yellow leader. Hey, you're probably not subscribed because 82% of you guys are not subscribed. And if you want Ace not to, you should subscribe. Once again, sorry for the camera, my girlfriend still has my camera. But yeah, if you can read it, I will read it out loud. Don 2, so I need 2 Dons attached. When attacking, rest 2. You may trash 1 card from your hand. If you have 1 or less life cards, add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So it's a pretty expensive cost. You need basically 4 Dons. Well, technically 2 because you still attack for 7, so you get that 2 Don for 7 out of it. But still, it requires 4 Dons, 2 for attacking, 2 to rest. If you have 1 or less lives, just plus 1 life from life. So you can do some fun stuff with this leader. So this build is a very tanky build. So basically you just want to be defensive, stack life, or let your opponent lose life, because this deck is a gamble deck. Your opponent can choose whatever your playstyle is, so be careful with that. But yeah, pretty cool leader. You're at 4 life, so you can do the effect pretty quick and easy. Okay, let's start with the yellow cards. So for our 1 costs, of course, we play Charlotte Pudding. Yeah, it's the best searcher in yellow. Almost our only searcher, I think. But yeah, on play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, add a Sanji or a Big Mom type card other than a Charlotte Pudding, add it to your hand, then place the others at the bottom of the deck. So you can add events, stages, and characters, so this hits all the cards you need in your deck. Then for our next 1 cost is Streusen. The best 2k counter in this entire deck, because it's good against Sorrow, because on play you may trash 1 card with trigger, KO a 1 cost or less. 2k counter, so against Sorrow really good. You want to keep this till a late game, especially against Sorrow, or you just want to use it for counters if they hit with 6. So you can just counter for 7. And then for our 2 cost cards, we play Sanji. Yeah, searchable with Pudding and also 2k counter, so you can just do some 2k counter stuff with this. But also it's pretty good on play effect, or when attacking I should say. Don 2, so it becomes 5k. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life, add it to your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So basically, if you know what's at the top of your life, you can get it to hand and then just recovery 1 or plus 1 or add a life. This deck doesn't know what cards you will have at the top of your life because we're not category, so we cannot see it. So it's a gamble, unless you do it with another card that I have later in the profile. For our 3 costs, of course, we play Parasparrow. Yeah, this is basically your 5k beater, and also from trigger, just play it. And also on KO, look at top 3 cards, add a Big Mom Pirate type card. And then place the bottom at the rest, so it cannot search Sanji or whatever, but still pretty good. And because we are a 4 cost life leader, we are at low lives and we will take lives, we play Charlotte Cracker. So basically this card is insane in this list because you're always at low life, because you want to be out at 1 or 2 life points, unless your opponent thinks otherwise. But yeah, Don 1 when attacking gains double attack and 1000 power. So basically 1 Don, it becomes 6. If you have less life than your opponent, it can hit 1000 extra, so you hit for 7. Primarily you want to hit for 8 or 9, just to get their resource out of hand, because they will definitely block it, or counter it, because yeah, double attack, no one wants that. And if you get this from trigger, you are set golden. And also just 1k counter and searchable. So yeah, pretty good card. Now we go into the fun part of the deck. We play 4 times 7 cost Charlotte Linlin. So maybe you know where I'm going with this now if you see me playing 4 of these. So basically we are a massive tanky defensive build. Your opponent chooses give us life, or they will trash a life. Watch my rulings video, because if they're at 0 lives, they can choose to trash their life even they do not have a life. So yeah, rulings, so be careful of that. But yeah, insane card. You can discard it if you don't need it. You can use it for other cards to discard it. But still, on play, your opponent chooses 1, trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards, so they trash your own life, or they give you 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your lives. So just play this every turn you can, let them choose, okay, and then you will just stack on life. And also with the leader ability, if you're at 1 or less, you can just gain a life, play this, they will give you maybe a second life, or they choose to trash if they have no life. But yeah, it's a really annoying deck, this. And then for our 8 cost, we only play 2 times category. Yeah, it's not really that needed in this deck in my opinion, because we're not really onto that top of life or bottom of life or bounce stuff. But still, if you need to bounce some stuff, you can do it with this. Well, not bounce, but put to life. Yeah, just get some triggers maybe for next turn or some stuff or counters. But still pretty good. Also, just in a mirror match or just do some annoying cards and then you can combo off with, of course, 4 times the 10 drop Big Mom. Best card in the entire game. This card should have been restricted, not Whitebeard. I am still very pissed about this. Whitebeard was unwarranted restrictions. This card is way more insane. But yeah, on play, your opponent trashes the life automatically and you gain 1. So, not really to choose about. So once again, you just stack on life. You trash their life without even attacking or something. Reduce them to 0. And then just play defensive and then go for game. But yeah, good card. And now we go into the black part of the deck. We play 4 times Fukuru. I have no idea how you say his name, but Chapapa! Of course, that dude. It's a 3-cost blocker. Cannot be KO by effects. So it's safe from Vista, from Marco, etc, etc. So you wanna play this out at 3 dons, or at least swing. Play this out 3 dons, because Jet Pistol and Thunderbolt are still a thing. But yeah, just play it out, play defensive, sit behind your blockers, and then just use your leader ability, play some other stuff. And you just force them to trash cards. For our 4-cost, the black cards, of course, we play Borsolino. So yeah, we are really playing the anti-KO stuff. Be careful of unblockable attacks. But still, insane card. 4-cost cannot be K'd out. In your opponent's turn, it gains plus 1000, so it becomes 6 in their turn. But once again, in your turn, it can be K'd out with Jet Pistol or with Thunderbolt, so be careful when attacking. Always attack first and then play blockers, in case you hit a trigger. But yeah, you just sit behind your blockers, chill and trash their life. And then for our 6 costs, of course, we play 4 times Sakusuki. So we don't play any lowering cost in this deck, so this will only hit a 5 or less. So I don't play any Tashigis or the old lady that does on play -2. So we can only hit stuff with 5 or less, but then again you have Katakuri who can life 8 cost or less, so that pays it off. And you can also just discard some cards in your hand, like the 7-cost Big Mom if you have too many. So no really downside of these cards. And now we go into the yellow evens. We only play 2 times Ikaku Sovereignty. It's a good card. For 2 you get 5k, so your leader becomes 10. Really needed when you're at 4 lives or less as a leader, dual color. And also its trigger, you may trash 2 cards, add 1 top card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So just a +1 into life, especially with your leader ability. So basically you want to be at 0, 1 life and then just add life back or swing, add life back or bounce. And then for our other 2-cost card we play Thunderbolt. Yeah, you can use it with this leader because you want to be at 1 or 0 lives. And then you can just take life. But also the trigger is insane, so you just want to trigger this. But yeah, you know how to use this card because I had my store championship. I was playing against Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin, the starter deck. I triggered 3 of them out of life. All on my blocker Marco, so I lost the store championship, sadly. And now for our last card. It is an event card. It is 4 times Soul Pocus. So like I said, we play Charlotte's Big Mom. They can choose. This card is the same, but then in event form for 5 cost. Your opponent chooses trash their life. So to the trash, not to the hand. Or give you a life. And then its trigger is activate this man's ability. And that's it for this deck profile. So yeah, this leader is a very annoying build, because your opponent will choose trash life or gain life. You gain life, not their opponent, but yeah, you are them. No, they trash a card, you gain a life, they have to choose. So you just sit behind your blockers, you counter stuff, and you just chill, and you watch them trash their own lives, and then just stack upon your leader ability, gain life, play Big Mom, gain a life, trash, and then just hit, sit behind your blocker. So yeah, a really annoying deck to play against, unless you know how to beat it. I've played this deck on the sim today. It was so freaking funny. This deck is really funny. It's not the best deck. I'm not the best deck builder, but yeah. If you want to use this as a template, sure, go ahead. Try to build something around it. Or if you think, oh no, this deck has potential, but I want to play this instead of that, hit me up at Twitter at OPTCG Daniel and just send me the list if you want or something. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe, like, all that stuff, almost at 1k. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.